Gary, before we talk Birmingham on Saturday, what are your final reflections on Saturday's win over Oxford?
Yeah, brilliant win, brilliant occasion to do something that hasn't been done for 44 years. I think is always special. Obviously, a lot of supporters have never seen Exeter in the fourth round of the FA Cup, so that'll be a special occasion when it comes around. And having Premier League opposition, I always think is great to see what that level is, and prepare as a team to face that level of team of player is always really exciting. So great day for the club, great day for the players. I thought we showed progression again from our Wickham, Bolton performances, and it was great that this time we got the rewards for that, and it was a pretty emphatic win that we now have to regroup, prepare again properly for another huge test in the league against a very good side, a championship side in the making. So probably Oxford was good preparation for that. Now we'll focus on Birmingham.
Some news that's just come out of the club as well that Tristan Crama has been recalled by Brentford. Quality player, great person to have around in the changing room. And I guess what are your reactions to that? I assume it'll be a big miss for the rest of the season.
Yeah, look, extremely disappointed that he's kind of went back, but when you take a loan player, you always know that is a possibility. I think we should all be proud, the whole football club, that we have given an environment for a young player to flourish, to show his very best of himself. I think all the coaches, the work we've done with Tristan, the areas he had to improve, because he was a player that at the back end of last season wasn't getting game time at Bristol Rovers. So, what we've done with him, the minutes he's played, the progression he's made in his game, the goals he scored from set pieces. I don't know what Perks is going to do now. We've lost our main man for set pieces, but yeah, really delighted for him that he's progressed his career, and I think it shows as a club we know how to develop young players. We've done it with Veal last year, who moved on to Celtic. We've had Stano on loan. When he had a really difficult period, he managed him through that. We've now got our own Jake Richards in the team at 17 and playing. So I think we should all be proud that it's another young player who we have really helped to progress his career, and we wish him all the very best.
And Armani Richards also headed back to Leicester this week. Is that mainly down to lack of game time for him?
Yeah, I think when you take a loan player, the biggest thing the parent club want is minutes and percentage of minutes. And Armani, started quite well. He scored his first league goal in his career, which is always special at Leyton Orient. And then his minutes started to drop as Dimmy came back fit, as Pat Jones got fit. And then from then, I think it was always going to be the case that Leicester want to call him back. But again, I think it's a really important moment for a young player to get your first loan, to experience how difficult it is at League One football, at first team football. So for that, we thank Armani for his efforts, and we hope that he's learned a lot in his time here. And again, wherever he goes next, he can progress his career, and Exeter City will always have a kind of place in his career, and how we helped him develop, even though he didn't get the time on the pitch. But we've helped him develop and progress his career moving forward.
And with the news about Tristan, does that kind of highlight the dangers of the loan market, and how it can change your plans for a season?
Yeah, we know it's always there, so we have contingency plans in place for January. If Tristan, was to go back, he was the main player probably within that. Joe as well, was doing extremely well early season, and there was a risk that he might have had a recall. So we always had plans to replace these players should they go. Now those plans have to get into action, and we can try and kind of move them forward. And also the players that are here need to step up to the plate, and if they're called upon, they need to be ready to fill that void. And I always think when somebody leaves, then it's an opportunity for somebody else. But the ideal scenario is we get more of our own players, our own academy players in the team, because then they're our players, and we can decide when they leave. So, for this situation, Ed James, it's a brilliant opportunity for him to really progress his career and push his training and ask questions to say, I want to be in this team. Now, he's not there at the moment, but he has to keep working hard to try and fill these positions, because longer term, that's what we want. We want more academy players back in the team, and then they're our players. And like I said, we have that decision when they leave the club at the right time.
Recently as well, Czech Diabate came back from his loan at Bradford, where he found game time hard to come by towards the end. I mean, what are the plans for Czech going forward?
Yeah, it's another difficult moment in Czech's career where he has to react to that. We hoped that the loan to Bradford would give him game time, would give him confidence, fitness levels. That's not been the case, and because he's lack of minutes, he's came back to the club. And now he has to really knuckle down, work hard in training, try and get back to the form that he showed just this time last year or just over a year ago, where when he came into the team at Stevenage, he had a 9-10 game spell where he was excellent. He's not hit those levels since, and it's another big moment for Czech to get working hard in training and try and show that he can get a place in this team. But that's a big challenge for him at the moment, and he has to rise to that.
Moving on to Saturday then, we face the Birmingham side, staying top of the league, unbeaten at home. I mean, that's going to be quite the challenge, I'm sure.
It is, but Oxford was a challenge on Saturday. Getting in the fourth round of the FA Cup for 44 years was a challenge that these players seem to rise to and relish. So it's another huge challenge. They've never been beat this season at home. They're a fantastic football team. Like I said, they're a championship team in the making. But we believe at our very best we can beat them. We've played them twice. I think we showed progression in the second game. I think we did a lot of things right in the second game, where we learned from the first game. Can we learn even more going into this game and make another really positive performance, but make sure that it results in a win? And if we do that, then obviously no team has done that, and it will be another kind of big occasion for these players to rise to.
And for you personally, what do you think will be key to going there and getting a positive result?
I think we have to be brave. I think we have to be ourselves. They're a fantastic team at how they press, the energy they have, the speed in the team. But that shouldn't stop us trying to be ourselves. And I thought from the first game to the second game, we were better at that. Out of possession, I thought we were brilliant in both games, how we set up and how we stopped them, because they are a possession-based team. But I think we have to try and control more of the game with the ball, and that's going to take real bravery, playing under pressure, playing in the right areas. And if we can do that, then I'm very confident that we can go there and win.
And it's another opportunity for us to go, toe-to-toe with the best team in the league, and an opportunity for the players to show really what they can do.
Yeah, it's a challenge, and I think, like I said, this team love a challenge. We've went to Bolton and won on Saturday against a championship team. We showed, not by your normal FA Cup upset of sitting in and frustrating and hitting on the counter-attack. We showed with our identity, playing at our very best, and we can beat anyone. So it's very much the same process, it's the same mentality, and if we do that, we can win on Saturday.
How's the squad looking ahead of the game?
John Lee's picked up another hamstring injury, which is really frustrating, not on the same side, on his other leg, and will be out for a number of weeks, which is a huge blow, because he was coming back and showing his quality that he showed obviously early season. But everyone else is fine. There's niggles and some people are missing bits of training today, but hopefully everyone's ready tomorrow to be available for Saturday. And
on Saturday we're backed by around 2,000 City fans making the trip to Birmingham. First time I think we've played there since 1999. So they can really make a difference in that big stadium environment.
Yeah, they can. It's amazing how many supporters are going at this time of year, January. Horrible weather, difficult financially. But to get 2,000 fans going up to St Andrews, I've been to the stadium against Wrexham this year. It's a brilliant atmosphere, and we will need every single one of them to get behind the team to help us win.
We're halfway through the transfer window now as well. Do you have any updates on what you're working on, or anything that people can expect to see happen in the next couple of weeks?
We are working on it, Scott. I hate January for so many different reasons. And yeah, when we have an update, we'll let you know.
And obviously, Kev McDonald and Caleb's deals are coming to an end over the next few weeks. I guess we're looking for updates on those as well.
Yeah, we're speaking to both of them. Hopefully, they will both sign. Their players we want to keep at the club.
Just finally, the under-18s are in action and can make history tonight, facing Fulham in the fourth round of the FA Youth Cup. Have you got any words of advice to them or anything ahead of the game?
Yeah, I'm going to go to the game. It's obviously at Dorchester, and hopefully we get another good performance out of them. It's a huge challenge, obviously, playing a Cat 1 academy against Fulham. So yeah, it'll be a difficult game. But if they, like I just said about ourselves, Birmingham, Oxford, if they go with a clear identity, a clear mentality and belief that they can win, then hopefully they can cause a bit of an upset like we did on Saturday and progress to the next round.